Hi guys, we hope you guys are doing incredibly well. Calvin, we have Janos, we have Elwie, we have Sean, a lot of beautiful people here. So welcome home, everyone, to your second home. Today's session is going to be very simple. Today's session, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about first, we're going to talk about what's going on with the stock market, beautiful market right now. That's the first for all. The second of all is we're going to look through some of the work that we've done in the past. Number three is to answer any questions that you've got in the chat box as well. Yeah, or any potential trades and looking through your homeworks as well. Cool. So let's get straight into it right now. Let's try to finish it in an hour time if we can. Cool. So I'm going to share my screen almost straight away. Let me see. Awesome. Now, how do I share that? Click on that. Click on that. Awesome. So let's go straight into it right now. So whenever we do anything, before we analyze anything, we're looking for today, should we buy, should we sell? That's the first thing we do. Yeah, we look for SP 500 first because that's the mother, that's the father of all the stocks in the world. So you can see no matter what happened to the economy, buying stocks, no matter it's World War One, World War Two, people dying, internet bubble, financial crisis 2008, this is 2020 corona crisis, inflation crisis, tariff crisis, a lot of beautiful crises coming in. Eventually, stock eventually go all-time high, really, really beautifully. So I want to say congratulations for a lot of you who decided that you want to go all in to master trading and investing. Yeah, because you are literally letting your money to work for you while you sleep once you get on it at the right time. That's the first part. The second part here is that we're gonna talk about so we to go through our analysis right now. You can see if we go through our analysis, you can see when we are at, we draw some really nice kind of like trend lines on step two. Let's draw on weekly time frame. So on weekly, people often ask me what time frame should we draw on? We draw on weekly and daily time frame. So it's telling you that okay, the best time to go all in. This is a trend line. Many touches and very remember the three criterias. A lot of touches and smaller, less steep, as well as wider time frames as well. So because some people will be like, why can't I draw a trend line like that? Like that, like the small one there. Why can't I draw a trend line like that? Some people want to draw a trend line like that. Well, you could, but it's just that it's gonna get broken very easily. Okay? Right, get broken very easily. So that's step number two. Step number three, you draw a support and resistance line, just kind of here there like that. This is our support. So it's just show that the best time to buy is actually just at the support, just right here. So no matter what happened, everything that comes go up will eventually come back down as well. Yeah. Some people will be like, oh, Raven, why can't I just, what did I say? What can I just like buy straight away? Like that all-time high. I saw it's all-time high. Why can't I just buy like that straight away? You can, but it's just that you have to mentally prepare it to come back down eventually. So you might as well just be a little bit more patient for it to come back here to the trend line and then you buy it just there. Yeah. So that's what happened right now. Our markets right now in the past 3 months hasn't been going anywhere. It's literally just going sideways. So you started right now, and people who started 3 months ago is exactly the same situation. Yeah. So because it's exactly the same. So rather than going all time high, the best time to do is actually wait for the pullback. Yeah. And go in right there. Yeah. And if you look at Warren Buffett just on a paper, he's been selling many stocks. A lot of powerful people has been selling, hasn't been buying any stock. So you are not alone. Even me myself hasn't been buying like crazy amount of stocks. I have quite a lot of money stacked up already. Kind of, we're just all waiting for a nice pullback. Yeah. So that's the first part. And the second part is a go to daily time frame. And yeah, go to daily time frame and you draw the whole thing again. You draw the resistance line, the trend line again. So the trend line is kind of like we draw it on a this is a weekly time frame trend line. This is a yellow one. And this one is kind of like a daily time frame trend line. Okay, let's just remove that. Let's draw it one more time. Just draw it kind of like I would just say this is the best trend line for that situation. So we'll be like, why can't I just draw this trend line and just call it a day and call it, just respect this trend line all the time? Wow, if you do that last time, you also face the same problem. You can see the trend line like that. You can see it just get broken up very easily, and then you'll be like, oh, what's going on? And then things just gone down like that. Yeah. That's just really, really tricky. So that's just a really, really good thing to do. Cool, awesome. So that's kind of what happened just right here. Um, and yeah, so this is step number two, kind of the trend line just right there. So this is a very okay kind of trend line. The step number three is kind of draw your support line. So support would just be anything below. The last support we kind of have is kind of here. Yeah, the last support we have is kind of around this range of line. Okay, so this range of line. So if you buy IGUS at the 1st of October time, 10th of October, and using 10% of your money, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so I'll just put it right there. For those who hence is each using 10% of your money to buy IGUS, it's absolutely fine on your ISA account, on your share dealing accounts as well. Yeah. That's okay. So that means you have £100, you put a £10 in, just put a pending order just right in the first of the line because you can see the support line just right there. Okay. That's a support line there, just at the same price as it was just around September time. Let's see, 11th of September, just around that. Yeah. IGUS. Why IGUS? IGUS, let me just show you a little bit. So that's kind of what happened. So this is IGUS. So why IGUS? Okay, let's talk about why this support line first, because you can see there's a spike of volume here. We talked about before, spike of volume is usually a reversal pattern. You went down, a spike of volume there. Okay, so these two is normally a strong support line, just like that. So buying a little bit 10% of your money there is is good. Okay, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's kind of like a guarantee way to make money. Okay, so buying a support just right there, 10% of your money, that's absolutely fine. That's kind of guarantee way to make money. So the line of IGUS is around 1500-ish. Okay, you can do a trading 212 ISA account or your interactive broker account. So the question here is why IGUS? IGUS because you can see our pound sterling against dollar is actually quite low already. So if you look at pound sterling against dollar, it's kind of like in the middle. So if you buy IGUS and stuff like that, that's kind of okay. Yeah, it's kind of like okayly low. It's not the highest, but it's kind of in the middle. So you doing IGUS or doing VUAA, they are both okay, both acceptable. Yeah, both is kind of acceptable. If you do IGUS, you are hedged against your pound. So you are buying stock in pound. Okay, you're buying this thing in pound. If you do VUAA, they will convert into dollar. So you're holding dollar. So you're waiting for dollar to go higher while pound to come lower. Okay, that's how you make money on that. So that's a kind of first thing. I hope you do your pending order on that. How do you do a pending order? Very simple. Go to ISA account. There's a limit order. Click the limit order and click the buy, and then put the price, which is what we just talked about. I think it's 15 something. Yeah, on IGUS, and just put any amount that you want, just to warm up a little bit. Okay, warm up a little bit. That is kind of like a guarantee way to make money. It's not going to change your life big time. What is going to change your life is where everything aligns properly. Okay, so let's continue. Step number four, number five is indicators now. As you know, our reliable indicator is around Bollinger Band. Where is it? This is on a week three videos potentially. So our Bollinger Band is quite powerful in a way where you can see um it's like a bun. Every time we are outside of the bun, we tends to come back in. Okay, it's like a bun. Every time we're outside the bun, it tends to come back in. So you can see the last time we have this bun, it came out of the bun and it pulled back up like that. The last time we have this outside of the bun, it pulled back up like that. And now we're kind of like okay, let me just do it properly. Delete all drawings. I'm kind of like a little bit of the outside of the bun here. So a little bit, not quite. Let me just go to weekly. Let's see what happened. Okay, just very small things kind of going on just right there. But the most important, what I really like is our volume indicator. Let's put our volume indicator. People often think about when is it good time to buy a stock, when is it not a good time to buy a stock. It's just about looking at through this volume indicator. It will help you a lot. Okay. As I says before, um, if you are hesitant, you don't know what to do, looking at volume indicator is going to give you a lot of hint. Things is coming down, volume spike up, sign for reversal. So if you are shorting, you want to call it a day. And volume spike is time to buy. Okay. And it went up really nicely. And then where are we? And then you go like that. And then recently you can go to volume on the lower time frames as well. That's quite fine. You can see there's a spike of volume kind of just right there. Spike of volume just right there. And let's see. So these are all kind of like a shakeout. And then just like that. And then there's a spike of volume again. Let me just see properly. Go to 10 minutes. So sometimes you will be like, um, how do I know where something is more likely gonna reverse than not? Okay, you'll be like, oh, how do I know where something is gonna reverse or not? And whether the reversal is gonna be strong or not. Okay, let's give you an example so you can see. So among here, where would you say as we have the one of the highest volume ever? Among here, where would you say the highest volume ever? You probably will say this one. This is probably the highest volume that we ever seen. So when you are kind of like buying something, these are all the buying volume, buying volume. Red and blue doesn't mean anything, yeah? It's just a number of red and blue doesn't mean anything. So don't worry about red and blue. I mean green and red going up because volume is a total number of transactions. You can be people buying, it can be people selling, so it doesn't really matter. So you can see it went up really, really nicely just right there. And you can see there's a spike. When you see a volume spike and when you're still buying something and when the volume spike, that's a sign for you to run away. Okay? That's a sign for you to run away. So just around there, you'll be like, oh, there's a seller coming in. So don't be thinking that it's gonna go all-time high anymore. The rest of it, if the volume is not higher than that, it's just a fake one. So you're just going higher. Okay, it's just like that. You'll be like, oh, is this support line? You'll be like, oh, should I buy here? Is it a support line to bounce back up? Absolutely not, because the volume is still lower than the sell volume. So it's continue to come down, continue to come down, continue to come down. And what happened? Continue to come down, continue to come down, continue to come down. So that's what happened. It started to go down ever since. Right now, the volume is also quite fake. Let's see, look. So there's not like really a big spike of volume going on here. So a lot of things that we are seeing right now will just be quite temporarily. Yeah, will just be quite temporarily. Cool. So let's look at the same thing with cattle. A lot of our students get out of our cattle trade. A lot of students know. The reason we get into cattle trade is because of it. First of all, at that time it was reaching all-time high, and it was like quite away from the Bollinger Band. And then Trump also tweeted about it as well. Remember, right now, Trump is a businessman, so he's a very person who what who get himself involved a lot about the stock market. So a lot of our things that we're gonna be doing, he can affect it a little bit, quite a little bit. So turn on your notification on Truth Social for his tweets can be quite helpful for you. Yeah. So but we don't just get on like that. When he tweeted about cattle, I was like, okay, let's back test it. When was the last time he tweeted something about things and come down? And the last time he tweeted about something was actually on eggs, literally EGG, the eggs, chicken and egg. He was tweeting about that. He was tweeting about eggs is too high. And the minute he tweeted about it, and 3 months later, 4 months later, egg went down 50% in value. That's crazy. So he's literally forcing eggs to come down. So he tweeted again on cattle, just on that days, and egg went down 50%. And cattle, I look at on average, how much does it always come down? That's the first. So I was like back tested that. The first question is to back test that. And then after I back test that, and then I was like, okay, what's going on here? And what's going on? What? Yeah, I calculate that what is the average drop of cattle? Literally, I calculate average from what? From August to like September, the drop was 24 to 23rd. It's like one. And then this what? 21 to 21, like around 2. And then from what? 20 to 19, around 1 again. This one. This is the January, the proper drop from 20 to 18, around 2. So you calculate the percentage, what is the average drop of cattle? So the last time the very big one, it jumps from 18 to 16. 18 to 16, there's only two drop. And then 18, you can see the word 18 to 17, 16, around 2 as well. So it's on average, it's drop around 2. So I will be like, okay, be careful when it drop around 2. So the price that we started to short on is around 25. So I calculate around 2, 2 to 3, okay, around 20%, just like that 10%. So you calculate the percentage from what? From 22 to 20 is around 1 divided by 22, around like 10% ish. So I was like, if I have 10%, I'll be quite happy. So 25 around 10% will be 2.5. So around 2.5, you call it a day, okay? It's just around 2.5. So that's what happened. That's kind of the target. Remember, when you get into the stock, you need to calculate how much your target you have to get in. Okay. So if you don't have a target, you will get very, very nervous. You will be shaking. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when to take your profit out. So you got to have the target. My target is first X sometimes comes out 50%. I'll be like 30% is good. But I go on to backtest on average, how much is it going to drop live cattle? And I backtest them and it's drop around 10 to 20%. Okay. It drops around that kind of level. So first, find the target. And then stop loss would just be how much is going to go against me. Against it's just around there. Okay. Just I short it here against just all-time high. That's quite simple. And 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 then what happened? And then what happened? Let me think. What was I talking about? And then okay. And then we use our strategies. We don't just copy like that. We use our strategies, but when you day trade like that, not day really, I wouldn't call it day trade. When you swing trade like that, you want to find a good entry. You want to use sentimental analysis, the volume analysis, all of the analysis we talked to you about before. You can do it as well. So I look through the volume straight away. I will be like, use the same strategy. I look through the volume. Volume is a sign for reversal. So I was like, okay, going up big time, going up big time, going up big time. And then suddenly, oh wow, there's a spike of volume here. So this is kind of a reversal going on. So this way I started to short it. Okay. Started to short it and short it. Now you wouldn't be able to see it straight away like that. When you go to hourly, you can see it properly. Okay. You can see the volume spike properly. Though there's no volume here, suddenly there's a volume spike here. And that will be like, wow, jackpot now. It's a jackpot moment. So because of volume spike just like that. Okay. Jackpot moment. So I was like, if I see another volume bigger than that, I'm out. If I have a volume, another candle of the volume trade bigger than this trade, bigger than 8K, I'm out. I'm calling it a day. Okay. If I lost, that's fine. I take my losses. Okay. But if it continues to go lower, I will continue to hold my trade. This is so important. I want to repeat this again one more time because I'm giving you my mental process of actually what happened, how we make so much money. So when I see the volume spike, I will be like, wow, that's a sign for reversal. We told you in the training course, yeah, on a week 3 video. So week 3 actually, yeah. So that's a spike kind of going on. Remember cattle, we can't really, anyway. So we go through that. So that's a spike. So I ask myself, if I see a spike of volume, I'm out because this is a seller volume. Pretend this is a seller volume. The spike down like that. So if there's a big volume coming in, that means buyers are coming in. It's bigger than my seller volume. I'm gonna call it a day. But anyway, I'm continue. So the volume is fine. So there's a spike up here. A lot of people are scared of this spike. Okay, this is why it's so important for you to study our strategy, our sentimental strategy, our volume strategy. Because if you look at here, it goes against you. A lot of people that see negative in their account suddenly because we are shorting. Shorting means you make money when the price comes down. So when you see the the the, the candle going up like that, the candle going higher up like that, you are scared already. Normally people are scared. If I didn't look at the volume, I will be scared. I will be panicking. So anyway, so I look at the volume. The volume is fine. Like the highest spike volume is only that. So I'm fine. I'm fine. So I was like, close my eyes, like roller coaster, close my eye. Oh, continue to go higher a little bit. We know that it's kind of like a fake out. The volume is not so high. And then suddenly it started to come down a little bit, come down a little bit. So it started to come down, started to see positive, come down even more, come down even more. So a lot of people got killed here. They cannot stand this situation, but a lot of our apprentices they come down a little bit. They close the trade a little bit at the bottom. But anyway, so continue to go higher. So you can see the volume starts to spike a little bit now. The volume used to be 8. The volume spiked to 8K now. So if you close your position at 8K when the volume started to spike a little bit, the green candle a little bit there, that's okay. But for me personally, I still think this volume is still lower than that volume. You understand what I'm saying? So that's still kind of like okay. But taking position here is kind of okay. But anyway, so some people take positions here, close half position, close a little bit of position. You don't have to help everything. So you a little bit close your positions, but the volume is still like that. Okay. The volume is like it's not higher than that. I was like, okay, still okay, still okay. I was like, okay. Now start to go against us a little bit, against us a little bit. And then I was like, okay, this volume is okay, but okay, if it goes against that, it goes against that. So because volume is still lower than that one, the sell volume, this is all the buy volume. And then you know what I was thinking? Because we can combine all this volume together. I was like, oh my God, I can combine this volume, this volume, this volume, this volume. It will be higher than that volume. So I changed my time frame. 1 hour time frame, I changed it to like, I don't know, 4 hours time frame. Let's try. So the volume is a bit different now. So the volume here is like that. You can see that if I combine the time frame, the volume is a bit higher right now. So taking position here is okay because the volume is now higher than this. So you call it a day on that one is fine. Make sense? You call your day on that one is fine. So this will be where you get out of your profits around 2,280 because the volume is higher than that. And so that's the first part. Okay. So some people take the money out. So that's kind of okay. But for people who are still using the hourly time frame, that's okay. We continue to use the hourly time frame and then there's a spike of volume here. There's a spike of volume here. You can be like, oh wow, there's a spike of volume here kind of going on here. And I continue to that's kind of what happened. So that's a spike of volume here. So the spike of volume here, why is this not a sell volume? Okay, some people be like, Raymond, why is this not a sell volume? Remember, the red candle doesn't mean it is red candle doesn't mean what? A red candle doesn't mean that it's going down. A red candle is just it's just the numbers. It's just a candle. So when I see this red candle higher than anyone else, a lot of our students also sell their cattle trade because this red candle is actually higher than the candle here. So the candle here is higher than that because remember, it can be a buy volume, it can be a sell volume. The volume is a total number of transactions. It doesn't tell you buying or selling. Okay, so just accept that for now. So how do I know this? You have to back test it a little bit. I didn't just do that. I have to back test a little bit. So I was like going back in time to back test to see last time when there's a volume spike, what happened? Can you see the volume spike? Red candle like that doesn't mean that it's a sell volume. It's just a whole volume coming in. People are buying, so the whole thing reversed up. So you have to go back in time and kind of like calculate a little bit like that. Yeah. Let me just show you a little bit and to go back in time and do a little bit of your analysis like that. So it came out, and then can you see there's a volume spike here, yeah, and you're like, this is higher than that. Different type of bias is coming in, so you call it a day. If you are shorting it, it's a sign of reversal. This is coming. Can you see it's coming down really nicely, coming down really nicely. And then when I see this like spike up, I was like, oh wow. Can you see this spike up? You might think that it's coming down, but as I say, the spike of volume is a reversal. It doesn't mean the color. Don't worry about the color. So this is higher than that. So it's a reversal. It went up like that. Yeah. So that's kind of like what happened. SP 500 is also like that. So let me show you a little bit SP 500. Um, when was that? All the time. So the law. So you see, it's like a jackpot. It went down really nicely. It went down really nicely. And then suddenly you see a spike of volume here. This is 7th of April. Okay. For those who are on our proper level training on 7th of April, they are very, very happy because they've learned about volume strategy. We taught them in the training. They see that, oh, there's a volume spike. This is a tariffs, by the way. This is April time. Tariffs come back down big time. When they see a volume spike like that, it's a confirmation. It's a confirmation for you to go all in. Okay. It's a confirmation and confirmation for you to, buy the stock that we asked you to buy, confirmation to book for your one-to-one if you're on the proper level of training, for confirmation to go to your email and book it for your one-to-one and everything straight like that. So you can do things together. And then forever, they send me testimonies. They get in one time, they hold forever, and they send me testimonies. the cold until extreme greed, basically. And they hope that all the testimonies that you see is because they already got in here. So don't think that you're missing out if you just joined, okay? Because a lot of them are already celebrating around that. So that means the same thing. When the things happen again, you're gonna be celebrating, and then some people who just joined, they're gonna wait. So the earlier that you get on in, the better it's gonna be for you. But anyway, so coming back here, what was I talking about that? So yeah, so I was talking about that. So Raymond, would you get into cattle again? I would actually get into cattle again if I see another volume spike for the reversal again. Right now, there's nothing going on. You see, like if I see another candle that is bigger than that, then I will get in. But right now, there's nothing going on. We already sold off our stocks. Students made some money already. So probably when it go higher there, to 25 again, then maybe we're gonna short this again. Yeah, because Trump do want the price to come down. Okay. So that's kind of what happened. So volume is a very, very powerful strategy to kind of like know whether or not you should get into position, whether it's a real position or whether it's just a fake position. Yeah. That's kind of quite helpful on that as well. Yeah. So like here you can see like the volume spike a little bit just there, not too high. Yeah. You have to back test a little bit. Each instrument, you're probably going to see a little bit different way to use volume a little bit. When is this? This is 25th of July. Coming back down really nicely, coming down really nicely. People thinking it's going to end of the world. No. Big spike of buying volume coming in. Call it the day. That's another bottom for 21st of August like that. Okay. Call it the day like that. Yeah. So, this is just to help you a little bit, just to put everything into place. That doesn't mean that you just use volume. It's combined with everything that we talked about before. All right. So you can see the numbers right now. We're not really seeing, like it's very fate, Right now it's the same price as where we were 3 months ago. So there's nothing much going on. So that means last Tuesday was here. So for the next 4 days, it went up, went down, and then next 3 days it went up a little bit. Just like one day went up, 1 or 2 days it went up a little bit like that. So it's exactly the same price as we were exactly last week. Yeah. So the trades that we recommended last week as well. So it will act like exactly what happened. It went down and then it went up like that. So you want to choose the one that is the biggest. The change is the biggest. So this one changed from what? 795 to 700. That's up 11%. That's okay. We want to be the biggest. WPP changed from -3 to -55. That's okay. It's around 2%. We want something the biggest. Wolf speed. We talk about Wolf speed almost went bankrupt, remember? So Wolf speed was 215 to what is it? Second quarter target revenue 192, second quarter 160. So yeah, I think it's here. Expect a sequential decline in revenue. Expect to generate 150 for the fiscal second quarter. So the drop for Wolf Speed was quite big. Yeah, some people go into Wolf Speed on any other platform that they try, or maybe on CFD and stuff like that. So ever since we recommended, I don't know when, probably last Tuesday. If you do the homework, you probably get in a lot earlier. So yeah, it's been coming down really nicely there as well. Students are screaming, apprentices are screaming. FISA, what happened? Lower adjusted earning to 8.5 compared previous 10. 2 divided by 10 is around 20% drop. So FISA, let's have a look. That's kind of, where are we? Yeah, if you've done the homework earlier, you probably can get it earlier. So yeah, it's coming back down really, really nicely as well. Cool. So what about right now? What's going on right now? Let's have a look real quick. Yeah, let's have a look real quick. Let's go to the website to really do things one by one real quick like that. You don't have to sell on. I would recommend both is fine at the moment. Okay. Your H1, your non-H1, yeah, that's fine. You don't have to sell anything. I have both. That's okay. So let's go to just trying to see what's exactly. So that's how we use volume. So write it down. Remember when you're buying something and selling something, just make sure you have that in your arsenal as well. So you kind of, get ready for that a little bit as well. So let's go to our something else right now. Market valuation, AAIM report, all of that stuff. We are on the so as we said, we kind of want the volatility index to be at around 30 to 40. So we are not there yet. Our put and call ratio, we want to be at least like we have a small spike kind of there. A lot of this small spike is gonna fade out very soon. Okay. What we want is like 0.9 will be perfect. Okay. Will be perfect. If it's go to 0.9, we can put 90% of our money in. Okay. If £100, we put £90 in. That's the meaning of that. And volatility index is right there, and it's just around there. Cool. SEC, let's see if any smart people started to buy as well. There's no crossing over yet, so you are not alone. A lot of the richest people in the world, they are not doing nothing yet. Fear and greed, you want to go to 10. Now it's kind of okay. What happened to Bitcoin? Let's have a look. Bitcoin is still down. Can you see? Bitcoin is a leading indicator. Have I told you guys about that? Bitcoin and Meta, we talked about last year, is kind of like a leading indicator of the economy. So there's a fake out on Friday. People are texting me, should I get in? Should I get on? There's a bit of fake out on Friday. And then fake a little bit out. And then today, Monday, Bitcoin went up 3%. Again, this support line is probably going to get broken very soon. Yeah. So if this get broken, S&P 500 will also come down as well if it comes down. Oh, this is the most important part. If you want to book for your one-to-one or the apprenticeship training, this is it. We're gonna do a lot of things, make a lot of money together. When this guy comes to around 10, you can see right now we are around 3 now. It's scary now. So question is, if I buy stock at 3, would I make money or not? Okay. So that's why you calculate. You draw a line and you calculate it. Whoops. So you can see last time when we are at 3, let's make it here. February 55, this is where the market just started to drop. Okay, it will continue to drop, 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 drop. You will lose money, lose money, lose money. So that's okay. May is where you wouldn't lose so much money anymore. So what else? So May 3rd, 2023. Yeah, here you kind of like mm, 3 is okay, but 10 will be better. Okay. 3 is okay, but 10 will be better. Okay. 3, that means you still have chance to lose a little bit of money. For those who just join, I can see a lot of people just join. I was just saying that doing IGUS, doing a pending order kind of around here is kind of okay. Yeah. On the 1st of November, what's the second? Like 10th of September price on this support line a little bit. Do a little bit of that is fine. So that your hand, if you get itchy, you can do something about that. Cool. November 5, we want it to be super bearish in order for a sign to buy. So the bearish is 36, it's not a lot. So, when we see super bearish September 10, that's kind of okay buy signal there. September 10. Let's see what happened. Got US 500. Where are we? September 10. September. Okay, a little bit just there, went up like that. Okay, cool. So very high. So you want to make sure this is high as well. This is only 36. When it comes to like 50, that's where you also want to text me. You got a 50 more than 49 will be nice. That's where it's time to go all in as well. Awesome. So that's the signal. It's still exactly the same as where we were. Actually, the price has been the same for the past 3 months anyway. So it hasn't been doing anything. People ask me what's the best time to buy Bitcoin. The best time to buy Bitcoin is when the fear is at 9. All right. Cool. Let's look at homework right now. If you've done your homework, just can send it to me so we can kind of have a look real quick. Hi, we've got Arma just join. Laksa, well done. Awesome. So let's continue just right here. Cool. So how do I open this? Okay, cool. So as we said, we want something to be huge. Okay. We last week we do some 2, 3 nice one for those who just joined. Like Wolf Speed is quite nice because first it almost went bankrupt. I think we spent quite a lot of time to talk about Wolf Speed the other day, and it actually almost went bankrupt. Actually, and then you expect between 150 to 190 for this fiscal second quarter. Okay, for the second quarter. That's around 150. Last time was 215. That's around 30% drop, even more than that. Okay, so Weasley was dropped quite a lot. Fiesel was dropping 8.5 to 10. That's 20% drop. The rest only 10% drop and stuff like that. So the bigger the better it is usually. Oops. Cool. Now, obviously there are some trades that we talk about in the past as well, where it's also do quite nice as well for some students who send me their beautiful screenshot. Like CarMax, for example, people get into CarMax. Let's see what happened to CarMax. Why people recommend CarMax? Yeah, CarMax short because last time was like the 8th of October. So the service margin was dropping. Expect an increase of total unit spend more money, and the service margin was dropping. Uh, First half of the year was bad due to seasonal sales. Okay, students make around, quite some money on it as well. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, so actually all of that is doing quite okay, so quite well, 1 to 2, 5 to 6. So if you leave it long enough, that will be quite fine. Cool. Let's look at some of your trades right now to see what trade can we do right now to make us a lot of money. All right. To see if there's any. So let's look at the Ironwood raised financial guidance, expect 290 compared to 260. Good is a raise, so we will normally just buy, okay, because it's a raise. Let's see how much raise though. So let's see. Um, So you have to do it on the guidance. Yeah. For those who don't know, you probably need some hand holding. So 800, 800, 800, and then 860. So it's quite a good thing because usually it's not like that. Usually it's 400, 900. So this is where you kind of know where's the target going to be. 900 was here. So you'll be like, here, it's not going to go higher than 700, the price. Yeah. It helps you to know where's the target. 900, 600. Okay, that's a price. You wouldn't go higher than 600 because the revenue is 800, 800, 800, not 860. So target is around, 600, 500 if it goes up there. But anyway, continue 260, 290. Raises full year guidance. I think you're gonna make money on this one, no matter kind of what you do. Because you can see it's been following guidance a lot. Look at here, 900, 900 is the same, 800 will drop, 800 was the same, 800 was okay, and then 860. So it's been good for this guy. What is this? Ironwood Pharmaceutical. Raises his full year guidance. Interesting. Let's put it on first. 11th of November. Actually, 10th of November. Ironwood Pharmaceutical. And it was increased, or is it only 11%? It's not a lot, but we'll come back into this later to see if there's any better. Awesome. Let's go to the next one. Surgery partner. Let's see this. This is what? A firm, and then what? In the range of 2 to 7. Let's read the guidance from this. You have to get it from Market Screener, guys. And the company website directly. Revises full year guidance softer. You have to actually do it one time. If you don't know how to do it one time, wow. Full year 3.2, anticipate full year 535. So we need to know the number before. Okay, let's see though. So this is 3, 495, 500, 500, 508, and then what? 555. Supposed to go up, it didn't. Because 555 is more than 508. So it's supposed to go out, it didn't. So now 535. A little bit of the drop. Interesting. What is this? Surgical partner. Do surgeries. Okay. Humana. Let's have a look on that. Um, Approximately 12 from the previous 13. It's only one. Very small change. Better than nothing, no? Two. Mm. Rash. Okay, that's what else. Okay. Opening. NVRE. Let's see this beautiful thing. Are you still giving me, let's see, 3, 2, 2? It looks like it's a decrease. 0, 0, 0. Looks like a decrease. Let's see your market screener. What do they say? Expected adjusted loss of 0 point compared to the previous 0.52 loss. Survey expects 0.42. What's the reason for this big loss? NVRE. We could potentially short this guy. I studied before to see if it's nice. We backtest a little bit. 240, 260. We went up, that's fine. And then 270, and then 282. Yeah, just to check, but just to go back to the anyway, you guys already know about cattle. 282, and then 300, and then what? 325, 327. Supposed to go up, it didn't, it went down. 317 went down, 300 went down. It's okay. 300 went down. 290 supposed to go down. So because back tested, it doesn't really follow. So we don't really follow that. But good try, very good try. Let's go to the next person real quick. Just send me your link if you want me to look at your work. NVRE. NVRE is good, Rash. It's just according to the past, when the guidance drop, it doesn't really drop. Yeah, you always have to go back and to back test a little bit. What is this? Smell? Okay, nice. Is this the whole thing? Let's see. Surgery partner, yes, you found it as well. Nice. CBK revenue. Let's see this. What do we look at? Anticipate. Xylab. Okay, let me read this. So full year expect compared to 560, 46050. So it's a little bit drop. Xylab is a little bit drop. It's dropped from what? 5.6 to 4.6. How much is this? 10 divided by 4, 1 divided by 4 is around 25% maybe. Let's see. But the season is a bit crazy. Rumble. 7. Okay, let's get Rumble. Need to read the market screener here. Did not provide guidance for the future. Then we can't really do anything. Okay. Awesome. Who else have done your homework? Let me know. Um, for those who don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you. Go to market screener. I show you 10 times, and 10 times people still tell me they don't know how to do it. Click the guidance. That's fine. That means you probably need some hand holding. So click on guidance. Just click on that. And obviously you want to like read everything like that every day, spend some time to read them. At this moment, I'm probably gonna do profit warnings. And yeah, and then I start reading them like exactly how I did last week. So last week was what date? Okay, it's not a lot, so let's do it. I show you. You open everything. You're trying to know how much is the difference. Who am I speaking to right now? I'm speaking to people who trying to know how to do this, okay? You are looking for the difference. Pretend you have a salary, pretend you have a business. You are comparing between now and before. That's about it. Okay, as simple as that. So we read it one by one. Go to profit warnings because we're looking for a little bit of shorting still. Shopee high power, but away from profits. Core earning may show AI deflate. Let's have a look on that. Porsche's crisis. Porsche's reports drop in profit. We're gonna open that. Industrial firm misses guidance, update revenue, outset revises earning guidance. Quantum computing rigidity misses. Oh, this is not good because a lot of people are into this hype stock. Sell misses revenue. Let's look at that. Provide guidance. Paramount. Invest 1.5. Getty Holding updates guidance. Enviri, a lot of people did that. Good. Surgery, a lot of people did that as well. Really good. Let me open it one more time. Cut TP after downward revision. Let's look at that. Revises guidance. Apartment investment revises guidance. Tyson Food. Surprise profit. Wow. American Vanguard updates. Okay, let's look at this first. CoreWeave. Let's see what they're talking about. CoreWeave manager react to reporting narrow profit margin. Income was fall. Miss estimate was lower than the previous. Now, let me tell you something about CoreWeave. CoreWeave is a AI stuff. AI is supposed to get better. If AI doesn't get better, it's going to get crushed big time. Okay. So this is why we don't want to get into hype stock when everyone is getting into it. Like, oh, let me get into like the hyper stock that everyone talk about. Whatever and boost and all of that hyper stock. You're supposed to get in during extreme field time, but if you want to get in at the top already, this is going to drop more than anybody else. People who don't have a mentorship, who don't have a mentor, they normally just join. They just get on it because everyone was on it, and normally they on it, and it just came down big time like that. So you don't want that to happen. Yeah. So being patient and disciplined is so important than anything else. Don't worry about market drop or not. Let me tell you something. When market drop, one day it drops so big. Look, one day is 2 months. 2 months you are buying, one day drop, finish. You are the same as people who bought 2 months. So when it dropped massively, like it dropped like that massively. It's like people who dropped 2 months. So dropping is always faster. And it happened just like that. Anyway, so like this call with, for example, what happened to this guy? You know, what is it? So like that, it was like that. It's one of these hype stock. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's just like that. Anyway, Meta is good though. Really tempted to buy Meta. Let me tell you what happened to Meta, guys. So you can see the fake out of Meta, like trying to fake a little bit out. That's fine. Meta, we need to do the guidance. We need to do the guidance. We need to do the revenue. We need to plot the Meta guidance carefully to see if it is increased big time and the PE is good. Then we will be buying Meta. Okay, you make money on that. We need to do guidance. So one day when you are free, we will plot the guidance. I think we did it last week, isn't it? We kind of have to remember it back again. Send a link if you have it. We're going to remember it back again. Okay, where are we? Posh. So this is what? Issue a profit warning, forecast 2, previous 5 to 7. 2 to 5 to 7. Posh. Let's have a look. Margin drop a little bit for this shit. Okay. Issue warnings in September. We are not in September now, though. Lowering forecast 2 to 5 due to the ripple effects of costly strategy reversal at the sports car. Commercial vehicle. 6465 is the same. Can you see? Can you see what I'm looking for? I'm looking for the big number. 1415, 122 is the same. So I cancel it straight away. You need to cancel things straight away. Outlook, 50, all of this. So you have to compare this a little bit. Yeah, you have to compare. You have to go, how do you compare? Type quantum computing firm rigor investor. Go to the company and compare the one before. Hydrogen, let's have a look. Outlook, aim for a positive result. What about before? So we need to know the befores as well. Hydrogen fuel, plug maker. Mm. Aim for positive result is not a short. Assertio, previous 108, only two. Yeah. Gertie, What's this? 1931942. Also very small. NVRE. I think we done it just now. What is it? Loss. We have to compare the one previous. The previous what? 0.97. 74. Okay, let's read it. The company expect a loss of 100, diluted loss from continuing compared to JP loss of 74 and diluted loss of continuing 0.97 compared to the previous guidance. Hmm. So it's saying that the loss now is 1.32, but previous loss was 0.97. We kind of have to plot the graph. I think we did it just now. Surgery 4. Let's look at this. I think we did it just now. We look at last time when it fall. It doesn't really mean that the stock is going to come down based on the past. Lowest projection 3, down from its previous 3.38 is very similar. Telecommunication. Okay, this is interesting. Let's have a look at this. Our price target, because they teach you how to analyze stock in this. France company is usually like this. Cutting TP, another downward. Let's read this. Our target substantially drop 20, drop 24. So what's the price of this guy now? So they are saying that the price dropped to 72. EPS was dropped 1 to 2% from the top line. Margin was dropped a little bit here. Okay, just a little drop. Okay, it's not huge. Organon 6 is the same. Yeah, very fast. Like people think, oh, I take ages. No, we do about half an hour, we finish it. 4, 5 is also quite similar. We want something huge. Expect beef segment remain our soft spot. Cattle record supplies due to drought potential. Herd rebuilding impact. Tyson. We expect cattle supplies to remain tight um, as we move into 2000. During this period, chicken is starting to benefit from changing consumer preference. So Tyson is one of the big guys who are doing cattle. So Trump was actually quite angry on Friday, or actually on Saturday, because live cattle is coming down, but the box beef is actually still going up because Tyson Food is inflating the price. So meat adjust 1.9 compared to that, volume fell, beef revenue rose, while chicken was increased. Segment anticipate will remain our sport. We adjusted to be 2 compared to the previous 2.29. Remain cautious. Protein remains a top priority despite the rising prices. Okay, interesting. American lower than net sales 5.2 is very similar. I think someone that did it just now. Okay, that's cool. Let's continue. And you see, we go through that very fast just to find something that we like. Earning Ranger Treehouse, Canada Barrick. I don't do Japan. Dolly. We just click it one by one. People will be like, Raven. We just do it one by one like that. Rumble Legacy House and duels. Just all copy all also share. Block. Copper and Reach. Boralex. Oh, I can't find any trades. Market screen, and these are all the trades. Six Flags Constructions. We're looking for one by one now. I think last week's is also already. Okay, I think just about that. Okay, probably nothing. Let's see, molecular outlook. Didn't say nothing. CRISPR, Outlook, expect over. So you have to compare the one before. So you have to go to investor website. Canada Barry. We need to also look at the one before. Beats Outlook, upper range, upper end. So it's the same. 100, 4, 4. We need to look at what happened before as well. What is this? Anticipate. Also need to look at what happened before. A lot of things we have to go back. Outlook didn't say a lot. More than lowest guidance 600 from 700, 20 drop only. Potentially sweet green. How come no one do sweet green? Is it too small? Seven of okay, interesting. Let's read it. Restaurant lower the guidance. Hmm, potentially. It's a potential short actually. Not gonna joke. Interesting. Interesting. If you can't find anything else, you might come back. Let's look at this. Outperform spread. Expect 14, pre 11. 14 to 14 is the same. Outlook double, double. Or even what are you actually looking for? I'm looking for a change of the numbers, the difference. Reaffirm is the same. If we can't find it, we can't find it. That's fine. Revises full year. Expect due to. Okay, we didn't see what happened. Raises the guidance. So buying air sculpture. For the year, expect revenue 153 compared to the previous 163. Okay, let's short this thing then. This is the last one. Air sculpture technology. So the company expect 153, previous 167. How much is this? 160 minus 153 is 7. 7 divided by 160, less than. Less than, I think. Air scrub. People who shorted on, who did the homework and do it vigorously, they would have shorted on 7. Let's say you short on the 8. You were late for one day. This is 7. 8 was just here. Okay. Plot the graph to see what's going on with this. Maybe it's the first time they drop their guidance like that. Where is it? A sculpture. The technology expect a revenue drop compared to previous 160. So it's a bit of drop here. Interesting. Let's copy and paste to see if there's any news. Also, when I was going to a certain stock, I like to use this website, Market Screener, just to look through the stock to see if I'm missing out on anything about the stock. If I want to know about cattle, I type cattle in there and I see if there's any crazy things happen to cattle. But it's not necessary, but sometimes, if you have a big position, it might be nice to know that. Revenue, author, decline, nothing big. It's just a normal. Okay. So that's kind of what happened. Escrow technology. For those who are new, put it on your practice account and practice a little bit. In order for us to think the market is going to come down, we do need a lot of the guidance to be super bad. Okay. Then the market is going to come down a little bit like that. Yeah. Do it. Do the homework and submit. Each of you, if submit one, you'll be doing really, really well. We are very, very close now. Our timing are very, very nice now. So yeah, just thinking for the time. So well done for a lot of apprentices. For those who are on the VIP 12 Yeah, so that's almost about it. Let's see. Um, yeah, that's almost about it. So what I'm looking for this week, I'm looking for to see if cattle is gonna go all the way high up. I'm waiting for the spike of the volume and also waiting for Trump to say something crazy. Yeah, UNH come back down kind of already. So UNH, you went up and then you went back down a little bit there. It's still will be expensive here. Coming back down on the nice PE will be nice. Let's look at what is UNH PE ratio. UNH PE ratio was at 16, is it? That's really. Mm, the minimum was 10, now was 17. Getting around 15, 12 will be quite nice. A little bit of position there. Yeah, 38, 32, 21, 13, 18. So 18 is now. So 14, 15 will be nice. Just a little bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more. A lot of beautiful trades kind of started to drop a little bit. Robin Hood, let's see what's going on. Yeah, exactly the same. 3 months didn't do nothing. Since September time, a lot of the trades has been doing absolutely nothing. Palantir, let's have a look. Yeah, it's just sideways like that for the past 3 months. It's just gone sideways. So the stock hasn't been moving for the past 3 months. Even Bitcoin hasn't been moving for the past 6 months. You buy Bitcoin now, you buy Bitcoin in last year, December is the same. You know, last year, December is the same. People who bought last year, they cannot wait. It's the same. You are the same. You say hi to people who bought it last year. Awesome, everyone. That's it for now. Be patient, stay on target, be really, really sit on tight. Nice things is about to happen as well. Yeah, do the homework as well. Go to market screen and do the homework, submit it. You will start to get really, really good. Yeah, for those on the VIP training or 12 weeks training, you want to send me a text as well. And we take it from there. We've got let's say Pijo, Paula, long time no see. We have Patty, we have Nora, we have Melissa, we have May, nice. Laksana, nice. We have Jenna, we have Sean, we have Ionus. Awesome. Hush. Andy, Kelvin. Awesome. Brandon. Be back. Awesome. Ali and Aisha. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Crazy, crazy. Doing really well. So when is the best time? My homework. Okay, let's get your homework. Do you take into account expectation the guidance drop below? Yes, Anne, I do take analyst expectation into consideration. Students are asking me what if there's an analyst expectation. The jackpot is to make sure the new number is bigger than all the numbers that you want. Yeah. Dom from memory was good result today. Let me look. For me, it take ages. How do you improve to do it faster? I think it comes from practice. Yeah, it comes from practice. You're welcome. Carlo, Marian, Janos, Arvin, Mel, Foster. Awesome. With us, the lab. Let's see. Wow, this is a beautiful platform. Let's look at this as well. Negative 45, 31 EPS Q2 to Q2 30. Still good, still good. Quarter to quarter, still 94. Yeah, these are still good when during the time, negative 10 market valuation, we will be going through a lot of these beautiful trades. I love it. Really, really love it. Keep it up. Keep updating them. Live 30. Let's look at live 36. I love it. Do, do, do. And people ask me when do we get out of a trade when we reach extreme greed using this strategy and also when the guidance change. So when we get on it, we kind of have to, stick to the guidance. So where are we? So this is 28% year over year. Okay, this is interesting. Now, I know the year over year is 28% here. Sometimes we can use the result numbers as well. When we screen on FinViz or many things. Let's see how much is it. Let me see. It would be nice to see the number. To see how much it increased. 316 to there. 63 is good. 23 is lower. 23 is lower. 24, 28. It's still good. We will still be doing this when the time comes. You're doing so well. Just to confirm, okay, just to confirm, just to know that, guys, what are we actually looking for? Okay, so that you absolutely know what we are doing. So Vish is asking, how do we know what are we looking for? So I'm looking for the new number minus the old number, divide by the old number, more than 10%. That's it. Just make it easier. And then you submit it, and then we'll discuss it for you. Okay? That's it. New number minus the old number divided by old number times 100 is more than 10%. Yeah? What do you mean by that? So let's say your salary this year was 100K, pretend, yeah? And the salary old number last year was 90K, and your salary last year was 90K, and then the difference was times 100, how much? One divided by 90, one divided by 90, probably 10%. 10% you'll be like, oh, okay, is this good? That's it. So what I want is more than 10%. Yeah. Well, I want the salary to increase more than 10%. I want the business to do better than 10%. Yeah. That's for the homework. But to make it a little bit more complicated, I want it has never happened before. So you kind of have to plot everything to make sure it's never happened before. That's where the big money comes. Yeah. Awesome. So what was the homework, Ali? Homework is on week 4. Okay, you have to find companies on week 4. Watch it, you understand. Awesome, everyone. Speak to you very, very soon. Take care. Now look at my eye. My eye is so weird because we're just doing some crazy treatment. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. Nice, Eot. Can you send me your link? Eot wants to look at yours. Eot, send me your link just to host and panelists so we can have a look a little bit here. Drive login. Where is it? Let me see. I hope you guys are in the groups as well. We I email you guys to be part of the group. So it's a announcement group. So if something good, I will let you know in the group. But obviously, apprentices are gonna know it first before anyone else. Cool. So I am trying to look for Google Drive login. I don't remember now. Complicated, very complicated. Okay, what is it? Let me call. Have you sent me a link? Let me see. Send me a text on Instagram if you can't find it. I always find myself when I see job, because I'm scared, I plot the graph, I would have moved a lot. That's probably the wrong way to do it, but I feel like it takes time to plot the guidance. I always find myself putting on the trade when I first see guidance drop before plotting the graph. I find myself putting on the trade when I see guidance drop before plotting the graph because I'm scared that once I plot the graph, okay, interesting. Basically, we want to look for obvious number. If the numbers is not obvious, then we call it a day. Yeah, we look for obvious. Something is quite obvious. You haven't sent me the link. Foster, you need to text me. Um, You need to send me the link, brother. Let me see. Let me see. Google Drive login. I have problem logging in. Big money making sheet. Which one? Maybe is this? Is this one? Potentially. Is this? It's not. Which one? Copy or big. Can someone send me the Google Sheet? I literally cannot find the Google Sheet that we always use. Someone send on the chat box, please. The Google Sheet that we always use. Thank you so much. So much. Send it. Awesome. You're the best. Oh, sorry, renamed it. Thank you. No wonder I can't find it. Awesome. Let's look at yours. You're not A, B, C, D. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Very beautiful. Mm. Comtech. New minus O 0.04. Okay. Now, first of all, we just want the date. So you got the date, that's really good. So let's see. Revenue expect between represent revenue number 34. Expect revenue in the second quarter between, let me see. Between 100 representing. Okay. It's nice though, but we kind of need to know the numbers before. This is really good. This is really good, but we don't need any of that. Yeah, this is really good. Plot the graph would be nicer. Oops, what happened? Okay, nice. Q4, Q1, Q2. So which is the latest one? Calculation. Let's look at this. 102 minus 97. Where is it? 102 minus 97. Beautiful. It would be nice to see where you get the number from. Really nice. You can highlight the number so I can actually see. But I like it though. So a lot of work has been put into this. I think this is the latest one. I think this is the one. Expect Q4 to be 127, representing a growth of 15% over 2024. Okay, that's good. I think it's a buy. We're not looking for buy at the moment. Awesome. I saw your homework. Very good. What could be better is to draw a graph and then plot the graph and put the numbers on the graph. That would be beautiful. Well done. Good. That's it for now. If anything, let me know. As I say, stay on target, be patient. If anything, let me know. I'll speak to you very soon. Bob, I think you're already on the place, like in the call, in the group. Search for email, Ben, you probably will find it. Or search for email Kato. probably will find it for those who are looking for the group. Uh, is on the email, Mel. It's on the email. There's supposed to be a graph too. Oh, really? Let's look at your graph. Where's your graph? Yeah, the graph is not loading. Next time, send your own link. Yeah, you don't have to upload this link anymore. Okay? Because this link is a bit weird now. Upload your own link will be beautiful. Cool. Let me send you guys.